women of the press, we are delighted to welcome you to this press conference taking place this afternoon. Surely we are genuinely motivated to draw the attention of Nigerians and the federal government of Nigeria and the world at large to the solidified mutation and grooming of another terrorist sect in the country. Its members have disguised under the canopy of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, IMN. As you are aware, we're always bringing the attention of Nigerians to any threat that we see and research upon. And that is one area we have done a lot of work now. No one is in doubt that the Islamic movement in Nigeria are affiliated to the Islamic State, ISIS. That is a dangerous terrorism group based in the Republic of Iran, with a knack for sponsoring terror sects in countries all over the world. We must not forget that Nigeria has had a taste of their venomous swords in Boko Haram insurgency. IMN's leader, from Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaky to those at the lower ranks of leadership of this religious extremist or violent sect, have never hidden its affiliation to ISIS and the Republic of Iran. All have boasted publicly and at different times of importing the Iranian Shia ideology into Nigeria and West Africa sub-region. In recent times, and with the lawful detention of the spiritual leader of IMN, Sheikh El-Zakzaky, the sect members have engaged security agents in countless violent confrontations in Abuja and elsewhere under the pretext of protests over the detention of their leader. The supposedly peaceful protest turned violent as they forcefully broke into the gates of the National Assembly complex, chanting anti-government songs and Allahu Akbar. They also brandished dangerous weapons, compelling the police sentinels to take to their heels to avoid another clash with the sect members. It is very clear to all discerning minds that El-Zakzaky is standing trial over alleged acts of terrorism which in the past resulted into mass murders, alongside other adherents of his sects in possession of firearms in quantities and sophistication only permissible in the hands of Nigerian security agents or state-recognized agencies. We have no iota of doubt that the AMI are operating a republic within a republic, which is insalubrious for the security and peace of law-abiding citizens. Therefore, the failure of the relevant federal authorities to tame this emerging terror sect in Nigeria at its embryonic stage has bolstered their courage to relentlessly harass the state and security agents. Many Nigerians have met their untimely death in the hands of the IMN sect members. In fact, media reports credited to the Sri Lankan authorities said the attackers were affiliated with a local terror group. The attackers were radical Muslims, their motives were religious, their targets were Christians. And 2 days later, ISIS in a statement claimed responsibility for the Sri Lankan suicide attack on Christian populations. With the manner the IMN sect members are progressively becoming violent and the extent they have stockpiled arms and ammunition, which they openly display each time they confront the Nigerian state, we fear a possible replication of the Sri Lankan scenario in our country, and lawful steps must be taken to curb the excesses of this sect. We dare say the Nigerian government, particularly the Minister of Justice, is senselessly romancing an emerging terror sect in the country. This is unacceptable and condemned them. IMN headquartered in Kaduna State has been outlawed, and logically nobody has the legal right to operate under its banner anywhere in Nigeria, as they constantly assemble to violently invade Abuja. No new association of its Inc. has been registered anywhere in the country. Lastly, we call on the federal government, and particularly the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, to expedite action on designating the IMN Sect as a terrorist organization to finally lay to rest the tormenting ghost of these monsters and religious extremists. To be forewarned is to be forearmed.